Hey guys, welcome back to the Mild Ride podcast with your hosts, Sabrina Stanziola.
And Daniel Nugera.
So Dan, you said you wanted to open up today's episode because you had a pretty annoying week.
It was more weekend because it all happened after we recorded the last episode of the Mild Ride podcast. So I went to the mall afterwards, right? Not for anything specific, just to look around and stuff. And I went to Forever 21. You know, there's some stuff I like there, and it's cheap. You know, it's cool looking. So I'm looking around at stuff, and an older lady comes and asks me, he's like, "Do you work here?" I politely say, "No, I don't." And then she just, walks away. I continue to look around. I go try on some clothes. I walk out. I buy what I need to buy that I found that I liked. And a younger girl comes and asks me if I work there. And I said, "No." But then I pointed to a person that I knew worked there because he had helped me earlier when I was shopping. So I pointed to him. And she's like, "Okay, thanks." I walked away. And then the same lady who talked to me the first time came up to me and was like, "Oh, so you do work here?" And I was like,
who told her that he worked there? That's the biggest question for me.
I think she just saw me point at for the other girl and just presumed I was showing her where to go.
Like, didn't she hear you the first time?
No, apparently fucking not.
Fuck.
Goddamn death. And I was just, and then I was really peeved at that point. And I was like, "No, I don't work here. Fuck off." And then I literally walked out of the store. But to her credit, I did look like someone who worked at Forever 21. I was wearing a Forever 21 shirt and like black skinny jeans and like fancy sneakers.
Daniel can fit into all of the clothing that Forever 21 for men sells, so I can understand the confusion.
Not the pants. The pants are still too big.
Not the pants. But I just don't get it. I don't understand. If he already told you once he doesn't work there, why would you come back a second time? Like, she could have found someone that actually worked there. What a dumb, just, ugh.
Look, I don't know. It was whatever. It was fine.
What else happened?
It's still in the mall. So I went because I wanted to go pants shopping. And for our listeners who don't know, I'm a pretty skinny guy. I have a waist size of about 28, between 26 to 28, depending on brands. That's a very small waist size, and my length is about 30 to 32.
Honestly, Hot Topic is like one of the only places that sells jeans you can fit into.
Yes. So I went to every store I could fucking possibly think of to find jeans, and I end up always at Hot Topic. But the fucking problem is Hot Topic only has one good color. You know what that color is, Sabrina?
Black.
Black. I have every shade of black fucking Hot Topic has ever released.
Known to man.
Ever. And I'm just like, fucking Christ. I can't find a decent pair of jeans in this fucking country. But when I went to Portugal, I found amazing jeans that fit me incredibly. But guess what? Guess how many colors they fucking had?
One?
Yes. Black. Did I buy them? Yes, of course I did. Those were killer jeans.
That's just because here in America, we're all overweight. And in Europe...
Not me, bitch. I'm underweight.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when you went there, they actually had your size.
Yeah, and still in only one fucking color.
Jesus Christ.
Which drives me fucking insane. Like Hot Topic needs to just... They could make so much more money if they just made decent other colors. Like, their black jeans, yeah, they're great.
I mean, they have, like, red jeans and those ugly fucking, like, black and white checkerboard, too.
Yes, but those are, like, jeans that only, like, punk rock, emo people wear.
Right.
I just want some, like, nice blue skinny jeans. You know how many pairs of blue skinny jeans I have? Guess.
3.
Close. 2. 2. Guess how many pairs of black?
Over 10.
I used to.
Oh.
But, since I toned out my legs a lot more, they don't fit anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Now I'm down to 5. Guess how many of them are from Hot Topic?
All of them?
3 out of the 5. 3 out of the 5. Actually, no. I have 6. 4 out of the 5 are from Hot Topic.
Shopping with Daniel is one of the hardest things I've ever done.
You went shoe shopping. Explain the shoe shopping, because we went shoe shopping together.
The shoe shopping was hard too. Oh my god. We both got a pair of sneakers that day. We went to the mall, but I'm telling you, Daniel had to go to at least 5 or 6 different stores to even find something that would actually fit him.
And that I liked.
And that he liked.
And I couldn't find any shoes that were on sale.
Ridiculous.
None.
Out of like 5 or 6 stores in the mall, nowhere had good sales.
I ended up buying a regular pair of shoes that weren't on sale. Were they sick? Yes. Were they also $100? Yes. Do I love them? Yes. Was it worth it? Kind of.
Maybe.
Shopping for me is such a fucking pain in the ass sometimes.
It's a time, guys. It's a real, real experience.
That was like the main 2 things that really annoyed me. Other than that, what else kind of annoyed me? I don't think that. You know what? Actually, nothing else really annoyed me.
You know what is annoying me?
What?
Honestly, though, it's the weather.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I'm
that's
sick
bad.
and tired of this
God.
already. It was literally the 4 seasons this past weekend here in New Jersey.
Summer, spring, fall, and winter.
Holy shit.
No joke. She's not kidding.
Last Friday, I was in a
didn't
tank top.
I didn't get to experience, though, many of the seasons because I was in Philly.
Yeah.
In Philly, it was just like fallish weather throughout this week.
I would have just preferred that because at least it was steady.
Yeah, but I heard from my mom the days here were like drastically changing.
Dude, tank top last Friday.
Oh yeah, shorts and a t-shirt for me.
Shorts and a t-shirt, and then Sunday comes around and it's freezing. Fucking just like chilly. It's like 30, 40 degrees again.
Yep.
And then now it's a nice day. Today, as we're recording this, it's a nice day. It's like 50 degrees.
It's still cold. It's like 50, but it's sunny, so
Yeah.
it's nice and warm.
It's an actual spring day for once. But I swear to God, if we get any more snow, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to act.
I'd piss in the snow.
Because I'm so angry
Yeah,
at it. I'm
piss in
so
it.
sick of seeing it.
Nah, next week is looking like it's going to be like normal, like regular 60-degree weather like it should be in spring, but we'll see. The weather's changing, global warming, yada yada.
Oh God.
Blah blah blah.
Don't
You
even
know,
fucking mention that.
that shit that does it. I thought global warming was supposed to warm shit up. That's
No.
why I liked it.
No.
That's why
it
I liked
works.
global
It works
warming.
both extremes. Extreme hot
See,
and extreme
That's why I'm not
cold.
cool with it, because I was like, what? Global warming sounds great. You mean making it warm all the time? That sounds fucking amazing.
Psych.
And then it's like, no. It works both fucking ways. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That's bullshit.
I don't know, man.
Then
If
call
this-
it global fucking up, not global warming. Global fucking up the weather so it's not nice all the time. That's what they should call it. Maybe more people will take it seriously.
All I'm saying is that if this is how long it's taken for us to get out of winter, I better be wearing shorts in October.
Word.
That better be the case here.
Word.
Because I can't do this anymore. Seasonal depression is real, guys. I am like craving sunlight. Any time that's not just clouds, I get so hype.
My God.
I don't know what else to say.
No, that was great. I'm trying to think of other things that annoyed me this week, but I don't think I had much that annoyed me.
I mean, I'm just looking forward to school being done. I got like, what, 3 weeks left?
I got 2 weeks. I take my first final next Thursday for like one of my like easiest classes.
God bless.
So, and then the rest is all like papers and stuff. I actually literally typed up one of my papers yesterday. Like almost the entire thing is done.
I'm jealous.
I was just like, I was like coming home.
I need to, like, I'm good on my assignments right now, but I really should get a head start because I already have.
No. Let me explain. I'm still in denial of finals. So I've had my final projects for a while, and I haven't started any of them. Last semester and the semester before that, I remember I started my finals like a month early because most of mine, since I go to an art school, are projects. Like for my recording 2 class last semester, I was the first one up to sign up for recording, first one to finish recording, and like the first one to have it done.
You must have been the star student.
I mean, to an extent, I did.
I
I did record like a Blink-182 cover and mimic their style, which my teacher, he said I did a great job, but he found it fucking hilarious because like I had to mimic. The whole point of my final for my recording 2 class was we had to record a song and mimic the styling of recording. And I was gonna do like, I don't know, something different, something more challenging, but I just didn't have the musicians that could do it, and I didn't really want to waste time looking for people to record a great Gavin Dance cover, because then I need a good guitar player, really bomb-ass drummer, good vocalist, a screamer.
And sometimes there's just not enough time.
So, and then I'm like, okay, you know what I could do? I could record a Blink song, because I can play both guitar parts, and then I had my friend Nick play drums and bass. And then I just recorded my friend Zach. My friend Zach was the best part of my project, because he did something my teacher calls the DeLonge effect, which is he sings like Tom DeLonge, where essentially he's like, on and on, reckless abandon. And oh my God, it was so good. Like, my teacher, when he heard it, he started laughing. It was so good. Shout out to Zach for helping me with that project.
I don't know how to feel. What a fucking voice Zach has.
Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this really quick.
Okay, because I just realized there's a pattern about this.
And this is in no way this is not to offend Zach in any way.
This is to you, Zach, because I know you listen to this. This is not me shitting on you. This is all my friends shitting on you, and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So, I'm in a band called The Beautiful Somewhere, pop punk band from New Jersey, and it's me, bass, my friend Zach, vocals and guitar, and my friend Nick, drums. And we've released 2 songs, and about most of my friends all have one criticism about my music. Would you like to say what that criticism is, Sabrina?
Zach just has a weird voice, and I don't know what it is. It's not bad. I feel like it's just a little bit too high for my taste.
Which you have, like I told her it's not, because like there are so many other singers that sing way higher than him.
And I get it. It's just, I don't know. It hits my ear the wrong way.
Which I think is so funny, because the thing is, I've not only heard that criticism from Sabrina, I've heard that from a lot of my other friends. And I'm just thinking, I think my friends just don't like Zach.
We're not lying.
You guys are such fucking assholes.
We're not assholes. It's just our opinion. Like
I know.
I said, that's in no way to offend Zach. It's how I feel.
It's so funny, because I bet he's going to listen to this and he's going to be like, you know what, Dan? Fuck your friends. Fuck them. And I'm going to be like, you're right. I cannot argue with you. And Zach, when you listen to this, I'm not shitting on you. I think you're a great singer. I think you've improved immensely since we first met. But for some reason, my friends don't like you, and that is not my fault.
You know what? I'm fine if Zach doesn't like me. Me and Zach, we're acquaintances. I wouldn't really consider us friends.
I mean, he likes you. You give him free coffee.
I like Zach, too. I'll always give you free coffee. But, just...
You're cool with my other bandmate, Nick, right?
I don't really talk to Nick. Nick doesn't really talk.
But are you cool
I'm cool with him.
Okay, then that's fine. If you're good with 2 out of the 3 members of my band, I could give a shit.
It's fine.
Well, that was a weird... Okay, but...
All right,
but let's continue on that, because like,
okay,
I never realized that until you said it, and then you heard one of my other friends said it, and then I heard it also from another one of my friends, and then another one, and I'm like, and one of my friends, according to you, said, if my music
wait,
was...
let me say it. Okay. Let me say it. I'm sorry. Daniel's friend had said to me, if their music...
Wait, background. Sabrina goes to school with one of my friends.
Right, okay. So we saw each other, before class yesterday, and he says to me, if Daniel's band was only instrumentals, I would listen to it, but I cannot stand hearing Zach's voice. I'm sorry, Zach.
Guys fucking suck. He's such a good singer. And you guys are just shitting on him.
You brought this up.
No, because I think it's weird. It's like, it's only my friends, though. Only mine. And I'm like, oh, well, I understand that his friends... Well, actually, no. His friends would shit on him. I've met his friends. His friends are great.
I've heard a lot of pop punk, all right? I know what it's supposed to sound like, and you guys are definitely in the ballpark. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. It's just...
It's just Zach.
Yeah, it's just Zach.
I'm sorry, Zach, that we had to have a segment about you on the podcast. Maybe you won't care. I don't think you'll care. But
Oh god. You know what? Let's move forward. There was actually
you have a few things you want to talk about.
I
so
do.
Bring them out.
So
let's get on that.
So I was told by an ex that there was a lot of things that he didn't tell me just because he didn't want to hurt me or he didn't want me to be upset by what he told me. So I guess what I want to talk about is, do you think that there are things that you should keep from your partner or your significant other? Or do you think that you should always tell them the truth?
So...
And now you've been in a relationship like for 4 years already.
4 years.
So you are a veteran with this.
I guess, oh man, this is hard because like I'm a very honest person and not a lot of people get that. So
yeah, because some people will think you're just being mean.
If I'm being mean and I say like, and I, you know, that's why when some people hear me talk, they think I'm just like being a jerk or an asshole. It's like, no, I'm telling you what it, like, you know,
you're telling them what's what. Yeah,
this is what I think. I'm not gonna, and I think that's good, especially with like close friends, like with you and Christian. I'll be honest with you guys no matter what. Like if I think you can be doing something better, or you have a significant other that you'd like my opinion on, I'm gonna tell you what I really think about. And I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna say it in like some terrible way, like, oh, how dare you do this fucking thing? You're such a fucking piece of shit. No,
right.
I'm not gonna be like that. I'm gonna be like, look, I don't think you should be doing this, but that's my opinion. And if you want to continue doing it, I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna tell you no, unless you're like threatening your life,
right,
or harming yourself, or doing something that, you know, in that manner. Then yes, I'll put myself into it. But if it's just like, hey, I want your opinion on this, I'll give you my opinion. Whether you choose to act on it or not is different. And I've realized from being in a relationship is like, it's not always good to just be honest. Sometimes you don't want to, how do I phrase this? Like, sometimes telling...
Is it what my ex had said to me? You just don't want to hurt the person?
No, it's like sometimes you don't need to tell someone what they want to hear, especially significant others. Sometimes you just need to console them. Give them a hug, cuddle them, tell them it's going to be all right. Because maybe not right in the moment. Actually, let me like, let's say your significant other has a problem and they come to you about it. And they're really upset and you don't necessarily relate to it or don't know what to do. You know, my thing was I used to just give them an honest answer of what I would do. And I've come to realize that's not really the best thing to do. Sometimes it's better to just go like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, you want to talk about it more? Do you want to just cry it out? Do you want to just like want me to hold you, tell you everything's going to be okay? And sometimes that's the best thing to do. And then once they calm down, maybe, you know, be a little bit honest about it. But not always. It's a touchy subject, I think. And it's a hard question because I'm like, you should be honest with everything. I mean, like,
because I mean, if you're with somebody and you know it's like, a serious thing, that you shouldn't even be afraid to say, you know, what's up.
But if you are, I don't think your significant other should hold it against you. Like, let's say you have this secret that you're embarrassed about or that you don't want to talk about. And your significant other finds out that you have this secret, and you're just like, hey, I know you know this secret. You don't know what it is, but I'd rather not tell you. But it doesn't affect our relationship. It's just something that I don't want to talk about.
That's understandable. You know, especially if it's in the past. It doesn't have to be something that's
and you as the other person should be able to just be like, you know what? That's fine. When you want to talk to me about it, talk to me about it.
Right.
But for now, I get it. I won't bring it up again. And when you want to talk, because there are subjects like that, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are definitely a lot of topics like that, like maybe past relationships or maybe things that have been done to you in the past. You know, just stuff that doesn't need to be in the now.
I say you don't need to tell them everything.
Right.
I say let them learn about it. Let them, grow in the relationship, and then they'll figure some stuff out. Like, my partner knows when I'm not feeling the best, and I know when she's not feeling the best, and we know how to help each other when we are not feeling at our top 100%. You know what I mean?
Right. There are
But
definitely
that's because
times
we've been
where
in a
like
relationship for 4 years.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that in the beginning, but
no, I know there are times when you're not feeling well, like she just knows to just leave you alone.
Yeah.
And then there are other times, like you said, where she does want to just console you and try to make you feel better.
yeah.
And like you should just try to feel it out.
Yeah,
You know?
instead of just telling them what you think they should do,
Right.
because that's not always the best option.
And not everyone wants to listen to advice.
Yeah, especially someone like me who gives very honest advice. Like the way I give advice, and Sabrina would know because I've talked to her a bunch about anything that she's having troubles with.
Dan looks at the big picture
So
when he's giving advice, like what actually matters. He's not gonna bullshit me or sugarcoat it.
So she'll give me a situation, and I'll tell her how I would handle it.
Right.
And since I know Sabrina a little bit better than I know my other friends, I can relate a little bit because I know her personality. I know kind of what she's been through. So I can kind of put myself in the mindset of you. Maybe not exact, but like, kind of close maybe.
You know me better than anyone.
Yeah, exactly. And I can give advice, but I always say, in any advice I give, you can take it or leave it. I'm not going to get mad at you if you don't, I may be like, if I turn out to be right, rub it in your face.
Just a little
Just
bit.
a tiny bit.
It's happened before.
Because sometimes...
He saw it coming.
Especially with Sabrina in some situations that she is notoriously repeated...
I am just so fucking predictable.
Many times, and I like repeat the same thing over and I remember during the beginning of this year before the new year, you kept asking me the same goddamn question and advice about it, and I won't bring up the question, but I remember like the last time, or like the fourth, fifth time you asked me, I'm just like, Sabrina, I'm gonna say the exact same fucking thing again, and you're not gonna listen, and you're gonna go do this, and then in a week or two, you're gonna come and bitch and complain to me, ask me what to do, and I'm gonna tell you the same fucking thing.
Daniel.
And
It happened again.
Do you remember that time?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So, and like Sabrina says, I look at like the next step. Like what happens if you do this and what happens if you don't. And my option or anyone's option isn't always gonna be like what you should do. Anything could happen. You could solve a problem any way you want. I just have my way of doing it, and sometimes it works well. I mean, I remember one time a good friend of mine who the end of their relationship was really bad, and I gave him some good advice.
Oh God, and now
And he didn't take it. He didn't take it in the beginning.
Right.
And it fucked his shit up.
But now this guy
Now he listened.
is doing good.
No, he's doing great. He's doing great. If he listens to this, he'll know who I'm talking about. But I remember when he didn't listen to my advice in the first place, and then we met up again, and he was like, Dan, I should have listened to you. I should have fucking listened in the first place. And not to sound like an egotistical maniac, but I didn't rub it in his face. I only do that to Sabrina because she brings up the question sometimes multiple times, and I'm like, what else do you want me to fucking say?
I don't know. I feel like sometimes I want something other than the truth, but me and Daniel,
if you come to me, that's all you get.
Yeah, me and Daniel aren't in a relationship. He's not gonna just console me out of nowhere. He's gonna.
I do, but
well,
like,
but no, you're gonna tell me the truth first, and then you're gonna console me.
yeah, because that's worked best for you.
Yeah.
I think that works best for you. It's like, here's what you need to hear. Now let me give you a hug.
I remember some shit went down in my life, and I had texted Daniel like right after the situation had ended, and he was just like, God damn, it finally happened. But then after that, he gave me some advice on what I should do, after everything had cooled down. And I don't know, I try to follow Daniel's advice whenever I can get it. Because he's just a really
logical person.
Yeah.
That's the word. I think about any situation logically. which can be good and bad.
It can.
It's mostly turned out good for me because I feel like emotions sometimes cloud people's judgments,
Yeah.
especially negative emotions. Like Sabrina knows I say this all the time. Angry people make stupid decisions.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like to get angry, because I used to be a pretty angry person when I was much younger, and I would make stupid decisions. And this was when I was a kid. And I'll give you an example. One time I got mad at my parents over the dumbest thing, and I smashed like one of my favorite Lego sets in anger.
For nothing, though.
For
It was
nothing.
one of his favorite Lego sets.
And that was like the moment. And I was like in 5th grade when I was like, that was the moment I realized, I'm like, no, this is stupid.
Like, why am I so
Why-
angry?
Why am I getting angry over this? I just broke something that I really liked because I was angry.
And you know what? I can maybe remember only 2 times that you've called me up and you were just in like dire distress.
But I wasn't angry.
You weren't angry. You just had lost control of your emotions.
I know one time I was.
Yeah.
One time I was, and that I remember that night. And I remember I was shaking furiously in anger out of the situation, but
like Daniel's always very composed most of the time.
because I think you can handle any situation if you keep your cool.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, so, but it's just, it's a hard like thing to grasp.
Right. Because I mean, everyone's situation is different.
Yeah.
You don't know what some people might want to keep.
Yeah,
From the person
that's
that they're
why,
with.
That's why, like, some people don't like my advice, because I try and put myself in their situation.
But
Which
you're just trying to give
which
better
is-
advice
which
by
is
doing
hard
that.
because if I've never experienced something like that,
Mm-hmm.
then I don't know what to say. But if I have, or I know someone who has, and I can give advice based off of that, like, oh, this is what I told my friend who went through kind of the same thing and it helped them a lot. Maybe it'll help you. I don't know, but it all depends. It's all situational,
Right.
and that's pretty much it.
All right. Can we talk about that one other thing I wanted to talk about?
What's the other thing?
About fate.
Oh,
And
right,
if
right, your
it
fate
really
question.
exists.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So no, I always think about, is fate something that is just understood and that's what people believe in, that everything happens for a reason? Or like me, I think that there's always choices that people can make, and then whatever choice they make, they should then know usually the consequences of what's going to happen.
Consequences of their actions.
Right, exactly. So no, I don't really think that things just happen for a reason. I feel like that's too easy of a way to understand
It's
everything.
kind of like, you know, I guess some people look at it like the butterfly effect, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
Where the theory is, I don't remember the original phrase, but I think it goes something like this. A butterfly lands on a rhino in Africa, and then a nuke goes off in New York City. Are those things correlated in any way?
No.
How do you know? Maybe they are. That's the point of the butterfly effect, is like, this happened, and with conjunction and a bunch of other actions or just things happening, this happened.
I remember reading that, like, literally just in theory, everything on Earth is connected.
Yeah, that's
And I
the
mean,
point of the butterfly effect.
I get it, but at the same time, like I said, I feel like it's too easy of an answer to the question
I mean, some of
that
the
everything is just connected.
some of the
know?
most simple things in life have easy answers.
And then okay, so then no, it's just people thinking too much about it that overcomplicates it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can be in a situation and just overthink it a lot, and then you make mistakes and it screws everything up.
And then you completely forgot about the answer that you were looking for in the first place.
And then sometimes you're in a situation where you didn't do anything, but somehow it just gets you involved. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, how the hell did I end up here? Like, wait, first I was at point A, and now I'm at point B, but I don't know how I got to point B. It was nothing that I did got me to this point.
Right.
But a bunch of other things happened, from people, life events,
And
got me here.
somehow you just ended up there.
And especially, it's like, it's mostly people that, gets you into these situations, that you're like, how'd I get into this?
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's mostly because of the people that,
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, what was the quote? It's always who you hang with.
I guess.
Or it's the people that you surround yourself with. You always got to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I get it. Like, if you're around a certain group of people, you're going to, like, pick up things that they do.
You know that from experience. Sabrina.
I know that from experience. And, you'll feel integrated in that group. But on the other hand, that doesn't always necessarily mean that you have to, like, act like those people. You could still be yourself, but just associate yourself with these certain people.
Oh, yeah. I know from who your early friends were when I first met you weren't the most
They
pleasant.
weren't the best kind of people, and they weren't always doing the best things.
No,
but I
they
mean,
were not.
I never got into the territory that they did. So I guess that's my one example of hanging around them, but not being like them.
You never got fully sucked into the void.
I didn't.
I think you're always like right there at the edge.
Yeah.
But like you always realized at some point that this was wrong, and then you like backed off.
Yeah. I learned.
Yeah.
I realized.
Eventually you learn. I wish it would happen sooner sometimes though.
He's like my third parent.
I mean,
are
you're
you not
wrong because like my God, this situation from early fucking late last year, 2017, in December and November. Oh my God, this girl called me about the same goddamn problem.
Look,
every other goddamn week.
Listen, we all look. You know what? Living is a learning process. You never stop learning the entire time you're alive.
You always learn something new.
Yeah, every day.
I think that's great too.
It is. So, you know what? Constant change, constant growth. There are going to be maybe years. It could be hours or years where you'll keep doing the same bullshit, but then one day you're going to be like, you know what? This is bullshit, and you're going to grow from it.
It's a definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result.
I'm sorry, but the definition of insanity right now is your hair. What are you doing?
Look. I haven't been home all day.
It's sticking up every which way.
Look,
he's been running his hands through it.
Shut the fuck up. So I've had a long day. I was at work all day. I haven't taken a shower. I haven't exercised. I haven't done anything. I literally ate lunch with you like at 4 o'clock. I was starving.
He was ravenous.
Yeah. So screw you. I can do what I want. And besides, we don't film this, so no one can see us. I can look as fucking ridiculous
That's
as
fine.
I want.
I'm not saying that.
I could be doing this podcast in my goddamn underwear.
So why aren't you?
Because this is fucking America. I could sit in my underwear.
That's not an answer to do dumb shit.
That's what you think. Whenever I do dumb shit, I'm like, because this is America.
Wait a minute. Speaking of dumb shit, I was at work yesterday. I've said it before, but I work at Starbucks. So we have, it's the same drinks. It's just a different bottle design, and it says organic now on the label. So this lady comes in, and she's like, "Hi, I bought this earlier, but then I realized that you guys have an organic version. So can I just trade this out?" And I was just like, "All right, sure." And then I check both bottles side to side. The organic one has more calories and 10 grams more sugar. But this lady just had to have the organic version of this stupid goddamn drink. For what? For the extra calories and the extra sugar? What are you gaining from this? What is organic? Just means fucking more bullshit added to it.
Yeah, that's like a bullshit term that food providers put on there to sell stuff at higher prices sometimes.
Daniel, we all die anyway. Why does it have to be organic? I literally, my head was spinning.
I mean, like, yeah, some people just also don't read the, nutrient facts. Because, like, organic, was that beverage, like a green color?
Yes.
So probably if it's all organic, it doesn't taste very well.
No.
Or it's an acquired taste thing. So that means to make it tasty, what do they put in it? Especially if it's a drink.
Fuck ton of sugar.
Fuck ton of sugar. So I don't know. I don't drink that type of. I don't drink soda. I drink water most of the time and coffee now.
Yeah.
Because of you.
That's it. Water and coffee. Soda hurts me. I've gotten to a point where it burns my body. And then organic. Organic is just an excuse for more money and more bullshit to be put into it. It's like Diet Coke. It's just as bad as regular Coke.
It's actually even worse.
It's worse because there's more chemicals added to it. What are you people doing?
And also, it's a thing where, and don't quote me on this because I'm not an expert, but it tricks your brain. So normally when you have something sweet, it signals your brain to ramp up your metabolism so you burn it off easier and better. But if you have something that is diet, where it doesn't have as many sugars and it's like fake sweeteners and all this stuff, it kind of tricks your brain into thinking that you're going to have all this extra calories. And then when it realizes it doesn't, it's like, oh, no extra sugar. So eventually, if you keep doing that, having diet stuff, and then you have something regular with a lot of sugar, your body doesn't try and ramp up your metabolism because it's like, oh, this person's just psyching us out. It's lying to us.
And that's not helping anybody.
I hope that made sense, but
I mean, I understood.
okay.
So
that's cool. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's all my aggravation for one day.
Wrap it up?
Wrap it up.
All right,
guys. So thank you once again. This has been the Mild Ride Podcast with Sabrina Stanziola.
And Daniel Noguera. Just a note. Sorry, Zach, again. Not my fault.
I'm sorry, Zach.
But, sorry.
Sorry.
I still think you're a great singer.
Good for you.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye.